everybody. Can everyone hear me? Hello? Can anybody hear me? I'm very delayed. Alright. Have I have my chat on as well. I'm realizing I'm a bit delayed, so some things might be crazy with that. I didn't realize how delayed I'm gonna be, but that's okay. Most of the time, I won't notice it. So, yay. Please let me know if, like, the music's too loud and you can't hear me. I'd love to know. See, we have 3 chatters here. It's my mom, my cousin, and my roommate. That's kind of cool. Hi, friends. You all know me. So, Yahoo! I will ban you, Felicia. So, yay! Alright. So, originally I was going to stream Animal Crossing. Yes, I can turn the music down a bit. Is that better, Mom? Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I was originally going to stream Animal Crossing, but I was having troubles, so now I'm going to be doing tier lists. Music's still cut loud. That might be why. I see. Da 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 da. I go here. This is the first time I'm live streaming, in case anyone has noticed. Google's loud, that's the problem. Okay. Now, let me turn my desktop on. I realize that's not on. Is it this one? Let's see if it's that one. I swear. We're gonna click a bunch of buttons until I figure out what's going on. It's not that one. It's my camera. Do. Mm, I might need to add something quickly. Okay. Mm, gotta put you up here. All right. Can we see something now? Aha. Are we all good? Can we see the, you know, Yay! Awesome. Wow. Okay. So, like I said, like I was explaining before I realized I had so many technical difficulties, I was originally going to be streaming Animal Crossing and getting, tour my town, all that jazz, but I could not get the capture card to work for my computer. I need to still troubleshoot with that, so this is my backup plan. I'm going to be tier listing things that I think are awesome. So, yeah, that's my backup plan. All right, first tier list, in case you might notice from the title, it is a Big Time Rush song tier list. Yahoo! Yippee! I'm so excited. Awesome. Alrighty. So here I have all the songs up until the Another Life album. This isn't including the deluxe version of the album. It is literally just the base album, which kind of sucks because I like a couple of those songs on there, but oh well. So yeah, it's every Big Time Rush song up until the Another Life deluxe. So basically, what we have here is the words in black. The ones in black are the first album, the ones in gray are the second, red is third, orange is singles, purple is Another Life. These three are singles in the show that didn't get like an official release. Until Shot in the Dark is a weird exception. I can get to it when we get there, but yeah. The ones in the dark blue are from the movie, and the two of those there are the Christmas songs. So we got a bit of a variety. A little introduction to the tiers. Literal Perfection, my favorite songs of all time. I very passionate about these. I will listen to them until I die and probably afterwards as well. Then we got Yahoo Yippee, which kind of stuff I say when that song particularly comes on is a Yahoo Yippee. Then I got Put It On for the Vibes. Like, I like the song, but I don't think I would approve. I wouldn't really, have it on for a super like important reason. I just feel like I need Big Time Rush song to be on, so it's on for the vibes. It sure is a song. Is like, yep, it's music and lyrics, and they're together. So that is very much what is going on here. And then we have bleh. It kind of says exactly what it sounds like. Just bleh. So that's cool that we have bleh. So there's the tiers. We have about 70 songs to go through, maybe a little less. So that'll be cool. So yeah, going through this list, let's do it. Let's get excited. Everyone, comment if you are excited. At least I hope people are excited. I'm gonna be sad if they're not. Anyways, here's yeah. Alrighty, we're gonna start with Till I Forget About You. This song is the rare Big Time Rush song that is about a breakup. I don't know if you know this about them, but most of their songs about them being in love. This one is not. This song is about them going through a breakup, and it's very, very sad for them. So that's what they sing. But they're like, you don't want to know what? You got to hang out with the boys. And then you forget. You really got to just hang out with the boys. And that's kind of the base of the song. They filmed this music video at a mansion that in a country club. Yeah, it was a country club. It wasn't necessarily. It's not necessarily like a mansion. It's a country club. Why do I think? Yeah, it looks like a mansion. I do like this song. I think it's gonna go in Yahoo Yippee because, well, I wouldn't. I definitely do get excited when this song goes on. I am ready to dance and jump around. It's a very jump around song, especially in the chorus. I love it. Makes me happy. Um, yeah. Shout out to them writing a breakup song, honestly. Woohoo. Next we got I Know You Know. A lot of this is usually like this song in particular, I believe, is in the episode where they collab with a girl group in show. And I think one of the girls is like she's like a feature on it. It's Sim it's Sinofreak? I don't remember what how to say her name. So let's quickly Google that. Symphony. That's how you say her name. It's with Symphony. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm like, cool. It's a fun chorus. I don't necessarily like the how we get to the chorus. I like one things I do like about it is in the chorus we have them go the it's like I know that I shouldn't wait, but what if you're my soulmate? I mean that's good, but the rest of the verses I'm like, eh. The chorus is fun though, so I'm putting on for the vibes. I don't have enough for I'm just like, bleh. You know, it's not bleh, and it's definitely it sure is a song, but I feel like there's that the one where it goes up and down is where it gets it out of. It sure is a song. The Big Timers theme song is literal perfection. I will not take criticism. I will not take notes. That is just facts. If you're telling me that this song that introduces every episode of the show has to is garbage, no, it is peak perfection. Like every time the intro comes on, I get so excited because we get the cold opening right, and it's like, oh, we're introducing what happens, and then it just goes into I'm like it goes into oh, which is genius, mind you. It is genius for having it be like, oh my word, we are here to make it clear. We're like, we are going to be making history. We're going to be iconic. And that is literally what's going on here. Hence why it's peak perfection. My my children will be learning the words to this song. My grandchildren will be learning the words to this song. Maybe my great grandchildren if I get that far. It's peak perfection. Literal perfection, I guess, if we're going by tier standards. Any kind of guy is next. This one's funny because this one yeah, as my roommate Natalie put in the comments, she's waking up to this song on multiple occasions. It's more than once. It is it's pretty fun to wake up to. I agree. Going back to any kind of guy, the music video for the song is literally $10, and that makes me laugh. If you've ever I feel like after the stream, you should just look up some of these videos. They're quite funny. Well, most of the time they're normal, but this one's literally just $10 of like them just making photographs and having them be um in these random positions as they're like singing the song. I do I do like this song. I don't know if I'm gonna Yahoo Yippee to it though. That's the thing. I think it depends on my mood for the Yahoo Yippee of it all. Hmm. It's a question on my mind that I don't really know the answer to. I think for now I'm gonna put in the vibes. Maybe if I just sit on it more, it might move. But at the moment, it will just be, in the vibes. Famous, you want to be famous, famous. This one's interesting because it's peak first song. Like, this is clearly like they're getting to know each other. like their vocal ranges and they don't really know like what fits just yet. And this is clearly like the staple like first song they needed to sing because it's in the pilot even before the theme song. So it's like it's very obviously like their first song. There's just something about it though. Like it's clearly not good in comparison to the rest of these songs, but I'm just like it's something that makes me happy in a way. So it's not gonna go in bleh for that. It's gonna go in sure it sure is a song. Because like they definitely go up from here. It's just like, you know, I feel like it's just vibes. But it's not vibes. I misspoke. Tis not vibes. It is a song of all time. They definitely go up. It's like when you start at the roller coaster, it's like that's not where the peak of the ride is when you get in the car. It's where you start. And that's just where they start. They definitely go up and have fun from there. Answering Felicia's comment, my favorite Phineas and Ferb episode, I like Dude, we're getting the band back together. It's the episode where their mom and dad's anniversary is going on, and Phineas, Ferb, and Candace have to get the band Love Handle back together. I probably will be playing that song at my wedding. That's just gonna be, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Next is Stuck. Stuck is going into Yahoo Yippee. I've decided it's just such a good song. It's it makes my heart all warm and fuzzy. They're singing about me in my brain. At least to me, they're singing about me. And it's just like, uh, I also just like how their voices blend together in that song. Their harmonies are kind of elite in that one. Kendall isn't really featured on that one that much. Like, I've tried to listen to him. I don't think he gets a chorus or a verse. I think for some reason he's left out, but who knows? There's a few of these in the first album where it's just like, why is there just like three of them comparison to four? Because I definitely know like Famous kind of leaves Logan out. Till I Forget About You leaves James out. You know, there's a few of these that are like the balance is weird. Yeah. This is our Someday. Hmm. It's interesting. I think this one is also This Sure Is a Song because I think the lyrics are funny. I don't necessarily think the lyrics are as good as they could be, where it's like, I think the one that sticks out to me is if the world was an apple, then it's time to take a bite. I'm like, that's just dumb. Dumb. Even as a kid, I was like, that's the lyric you're going with. You know, it's very it's a song, all right. It's not a bleh song. It's just like, yeah, like it's our Someday. And like it's really cool at the end of the season when it's like, oh, they're singing it, they finally made it. You know, it's cool then. Like the first stop of their tour, LA, and they're singing this song. They literally just got kidnapped. That's just happens in the show. They just get kidnapped and then they have to escape getting kidnapped. And so now we're back to, you know, we're here to sing it. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool then. But like just hearing it off of like the context, it's not fantastic for sure. City is Ours is going in Yahoo Yippee. First off, the music video is peak. I love the music video so much. They're in a car, they get on a roof, they have a dance party on a roof. My little kid brain was very much like, we have to join this dance party, even if it kills us, because it's so good. I wanted to dance. Also, James has a very impressive high note in that song. At, at like before the last part of before the last chorus, he just goes like, somehow. Except it's way better because I'm not him. I'm kidding. I'm sure I sing okay, but I don't. It's just not him. Yeah. So we have The City Is Ours. It's in a Yahoo Yippee. I will be vibing and dancing to this one. Okay, this might be a controversial opinion. I'm sorry, the music cut in at the perfect time. But the controversial opinion is Boyfriend is just on for vibes. I'm gonna say it. Boyfriend is just on for vibes. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a good song. I am not, I'm definitely not, I'm happy it's got as successful as it did. It got a collab with Snoop Dogg. That's pretty fun. But, like, I think it's a little overrated. Like, because that's like the one song everyone knows besides like the intro and maybe worldwide. And I'm just like, it's fine. I definitely have was more distaste of it when I was younger because I mainly kept seeing like so many people like play this one in particular. And like, yeah, it's good and it's popular. I'm not mad about that. I just think they have clearly better songs than what I'm getting at here. So awesome and epic. Yeah. Anyway, before I get canceled, I'm gonna go on to Nothing Even Matters, and that one sure is a song. Cause the world stops whenever my arms around you, oh, oh, and nothing even matters, and nothing even matters. I'm like, yeah, again, it's a song. I definitely think it's fine. I don't have a lot to say on it, actually. This one has, I don't know, this one has a lacking member, and I don't remember if it's Logan or Carlos. It's one of the two. Maybe James. It's not Kendall. I know Kendall's in this song. I couldn't tell you who, like, the one that they're just not featuring in that one. Yeah, halfway there. Okay, halfway there is a very important song because it was clearly written for the show, but they cooked. They did not have to cook with halfway there. It's very inspirational. It's very like it's really motivating and I love that about the song. And I always get really happy when that song is there, especially when I'm like feeling down and like I had a bad day, like it was raining or I was late to a class or something. And then this song comes on and I'm just like, oh my word, this is great. I'm happy. So I think it's gonna go in Yahoo Yippee. Because I do get happy when I hear this song. It definitely boosts up and that's good. We love that about the song. Yeah. I also just like it in the show where it's just I like it in the show especially because we have our it's just really cool, especially like seeing the guys work so hard in like getting upwards in life in comparison to where they started like half the episodes ago. And it's really cool to see them grow. And that continues to be that continues to happen as it goes. All right, worldwide. Worldwide is a cultural reset. Okay? Each album has their own cultural reset moment, and Worldwide is this one's cultural reset. Because when I tell you, when I found out Joe and Kendall broke up in the show when I was 7 years old, I was not okay. I had to watch the Worldwide video as Joe went through the airport being sad and Kendall also being sad in the corner. And you're telling me that I was supposed to be okay with this? No, I was not okay with this. I was very much like, oh my lordy lord, what is going on here? Are they gonna get back together? Why is she going to New Zealand? I don't like that she's going to New Zealand to make the fake Percy Jackson movies. They literally use the Percy Jackson movies, which I think is funny. And which probably should have been my first thing would be all like, hey, Maybe she is coming back because it's gonna do well. Shade to the Percy Jackson movies. I don't like them. That could be a separate stream on itself. But worldwide is literal perfection. I think the only thing I'd change is have Kendall sing more, at least in like the show. Like they'd make Kendall sing more. Because I like to justify he's too sad to sing because his girlfriend is leaving for New Zealand, which I think is fair. But I really think it's perfection. They have a whole thing at the concerts, the worldwide girl. I wish I could be the worldwide girl. That would be amazing. I think I would literally die and be deceased for the rest of my life. And we don't want that to happen. So I guess it's a good thing I'm not the worldwide girl. But if it happens, you'll know. I already have funeral arrangements planned if it happens. Yeah. On to Big Night. Big Night's just a fun song. I like this song. I get really excited, mainly because, like, I don't know, I get excited because it's just like a fun little silly time. It's just if you're like going out and you're getting ready to go out, it's just like, oh yeah, we're getting in the mood to go out. And it's just like, that's so fun. It's also fun to wake up to. Because, like, hot big night? Actually, no. Good morning. Yeah, it's going in Yahoo Yippee. I like that song a lot. So, woohoo. Uh, yeah. Mom, I see your comment. I would so die if I was the worldwide girl. You don't understand. I you don't understand what that feels like in meaning. I'm not gonna argue with you in the comments, but I'm just saying I would die. Oh yeah is next. Oh yeah is tricky because I think as a kid I really liked this song because in the episode they really had the guys write a song. One I think it was Logan and James had the O song. No, Kendall and Carlos had the O song. And then um ah Logan and James had the Yeah song. And then Kelly, the man Gustavo's like secretary and the only one with a brain cell came and be like, just combine the two of them together. And then we got this song, and I'm like, yeah, I could have told you that. Big Time Rush, the guys are not the smartest. The show is not for the intellectuals to ponder on for a long period of time. It's supposed to be fun and silly. So I'm not too mad about it. Oh yeah, for some reason James takes up like the majority of this song. Like I really don't know why. Like I think Logan gets the bridge and then Kendall gets a scream. He screams, "Oh yeah." And then Carlos, I think, is in it as backing vocals. I couldn't tell you, honestly. I'm just like, why does James take up the majority of this song? That's what I'm saying about the balancing issues. It's weird, where I'm just like, I don't know what's wrong with the balancing. For some reason, James decided that he is going to be the one on this song. And I guess I'm not too mad about it because James was my favorite when I was a kid, for surezies. I wanted to marry that man when I was 7, which is very it's a little silly looking back at that now, but yeah. For oh yeah, I'm probably gonna put it on for the vibes. There's nothing outright wrong with it, you know. I definitely like the vibes of this song, for sure. Yeah. And then last on the first album, we have Count on You, featuring Jordan Sparks from American Idol fame. Let's go, Jordan. I think I also really like the episode with Jordan Sparks. It's the one where they fall down a well because Jordan Sparks accidentally fell down a well due thanks to them. So they try to get her out by also falling down a well accidentally. And then they learn the song in the well. And that's kind of fun. Back to the song though. I think it meshes really well. They definitely knew what they were doing by the time Jordan Sparks came on. So that was nice to have them like all their vocals sound nice, especially like James and Jordan together sound really awesome and beautiful. And I love that. I like the aesthetic of the music video. It's black and white with their old tiny microphones. I like that aesthetic. And yeah, I'm putting in Yahoo Yippee. Uh, yeah. All right, so that was the first album. Overall, just looking at the tier list, it's kind of balanced. Like half the songs you put on for the vibes, and like, yep, it's a song. That's true. And then the other half is great. I bump the whole thing. So good. So it's a pretty like split album for me. Nothing is horrible though. Nothing's in bleh just yet. So we're moving on to the second album. The second album is actually my favorite album. I probably should point that out right now. The second album is my favorite album. I love Elevate. It's so good. They really cooked. I was so excited as a kid when I heard these new songs. So we're starting out with Music Sounds Better with You. They don't put the with you on here because I think it's in parentheses, but Music Sounds Better. It's featuring Man, I believe. Fun fact about this song, Kendall says the word hell in it, which is funny because this is on Nickelodeon still. Because this is the second album. And I think the song was in season 2, maybe season 3. It's season 3 now I think about it. We still had like a whole still like had a whole season left. So like they weren't leaving at the moment. So it's not like he could just say it. I just think that's interesting. Where it's like, how do you get away with this? There's a couple songs in here I'm like, how'd you get away with it? You know. Music Sounds Better is fun. I think it's vibes. It's like they're kind of lost in the world, what I get the vibes of. But like, yeah, I think I'd put it on for the vibes though. I don't think it's a Yahoo Yippee, at least not just yet, you know? Like, I don't necessarily know if it's such a Yahoo Yippee vibes, if that makes any sense. Bye, Felicia. I said the joke. Not intentionally. Genuinely bye. But, you know, I hope you come back. Show Me's next. Show Me's the other, like, mature song I was kind of talking about on this album. Show Me as an adult is interesting because as a kid, I'm like, oh yeah, it's they're gonna hang out with me and it's gonna be awesome. Now that I'm an adult, it's it's like, oh, I knew exactly what they were I knew exactly what they were talking about. To be fair, at this point, they were all like over 18. They were just like, we want to write more mature stuff. So that's kind of what they did for this. They got away with this song to write their mature things. And I'm just like, whamsa. We are definitely amazing. I like Show Me. I think the rhymes are really good. The chorus is so strong. I like I can almost say it in like I say a lot of these by memory, but like this one in particular is just like, baby, show me by the way you hold me, way that you control me, feel me up but slowly. Oh, oh, when I'm lonely for the stormy weather, can you make it better? I heard that you told me, so show me. And I'm like, that's so good. Yeah. Show Me, I think is going in Yahoo Yippee. I keep clicking the wrong part of my keyboard and it's pulling up the tab thing here. And that's annoying me. But oh well. All Over Again is the next one here. Oh, I do like All Over Again. It's it's interesting. Where it's like, yeah, we I do like I think I like the chorus of this song a lot. But I don't but I think the wait, no, now I think about it. Logan has a great moment in this song. He's like the bridge, he has like this rippling high note that he gets to sing. And I'm just like, I'm so proud of him. Good job, bro. I love him for that. I'm like, you get that spotlight. It's like it's very romantic. It's a romantic song, I'd say. Like a little more romantic than like some of the other like love songs. So that's cool. Yeah. All Over Again's also going in Yahoo Yippee. Yeah. No Idea has made me cry. Like for realsies. I was at their 2021 concert. It was so it was all the normal stuff and then like a couple of the singles were out by then. And they did the diamond formation of them. One on top, two on sides, one on bottom. And they were singing No Idea. And up to that point I'm like, yeah, it's a fine song, but I wouldn't say it's fantastic, you know. But then I saw it live. I think the difference for me is that seeing this live in comparison to just listening to it is a completely different experience because in the crowd, my logic behind this was basically I had no idea that they had no idea I'm here, that I've been supporting them since I was young, and I've dreamed of being here, and now I am. And it's like there's so many things that just, they did not you don't get when you're listening to it at your house or in the store or not in front of them. If you're not hearing this live, it's different. So that's why I'm having a hard time placing this one because I don't know if it's literal perfection. Because I personally think it's just better live. It's a good song, but it's so much better live than it is like recorded. Like, you can't, I don't think you could convince me that it's better just recorded. You can't. So I think for that, I'm going to put it in Yahoo Yippee. I did it again. I'm going to put it in Yahoo Yippee because of that. I don't think I can put it in literal perfection unless it has like sang live underneath it. That's just me. CoverGirl, though, is going into literal perfection. This, when I was sad, when I'm sad, I tend to put songs on that try to make me feel happy. And CoverGirl is one of those songs that just really lifts me up, especially if I'm feeling in like insecure about myself, because their lyrics are just like, yeah, every girl is worth being loved and deserves to be on a cover of a magazine. And that is so facts. Shout out women, honestly. And Big Timers really said shout out women with that one. I don't think that was their intention. It just kind of came off as that. Yeah. hmm Love Me is interesting as well because I don't know. I think Love Me's silly. Lyrically, there's some funny lyrics in here. I got me moving like Betty Crocker. Someone called the doctor. And I'm just like, someone wrote that. I'm not saying Big Time Rush is here for their lyricism, okay? Sometimes their lyrics are really dumb. Other times their lyrics are awesome and peak perfection. But I'm just like, Love Me's fun. It's a fun little dance number. It really gets me going. It's kind of a jump scare after some of the slower ones like we've been having. But that's okay. I think I'm gonna put in Yahoo Yippee. Because I enjoy it when it comes on. I'm very excited. If I Ruled the World, yo! This is featuring IYEZ. I think it's Ayaz. He says, it's your boy IYAZ. That's just kind of how I've been saying his name. I just kind of sounded out because that's how I learned who he was. This one I remember was in an episode where it's like, we need to make a summer beach song and it has to have beach in it. And that was the request. And then they came up with this song. That's the in-universe reason why the song exists. And I wouldn't doubt that's like the legit reason why the song exists as well. I like IYZ in this song. I don't think he's bad. I like him in it. He doesn't say as long as I thought he was going to. He kind of just introduces himself. Hello, hello Kelly. I see you in the chat. You've just entered. Hello. And yeah, it's like I don't know. Back in my train of thought, I kind of wish he was in it more. I know it's a Big Time Rush. I know he's the feature. I don't know. I just wish he was in it more. So I think that's why I'm putting it in vibes. Oh, not in sure it's a song. It's better than that. Blink. If I ruled the world. I do listen to it though. It's nice. Then we have Invisible. Invisible straight to the top, as well as senior year of my high school was filled with this song because I didn't have a fantastic senior year of high school. And I felt very alone and isolated in the world, especially like friends wise. So, you know, I had Big Time Rush at least. And that's when I really, really got back into them was that year of high school. And when I heard Invisible, I haven't heard it in like years at that point. I heard it like as a kid. So, but now like hearing this song again, especially live, this is the other. No, there's three songs I cried to. We'll get to the third one, but this is the second song I cried to at the Can't Get Enough concert because that's when it was played. And trust me, when I saw James on the piano playing the opening riff of this, that's when the tears started, and then they didn't stop until after the other song. That was hypothetically right somehow right after. I don't know who in the set list did that, but that was mean. you know. Yeah, so exactly. Invisible's literal perfection. Every time I'm really, really feeling sad and down on myself, I do play it. And it Time of Our Life is goofy. I like this one. I like how Kendall sings and it kind of inspires Logan to sing better. That's at least the vibe I get from. It's like the second Kendall enters the song in the second verse, the song just like picks up an energy for some reason. Cause like the first half of the song isn't bad. It's just like for some reason Kendall just adds that energy. And I think that says a lot about his singing style, I guess, where it's like he adds that energy to the songs. Yahoo! You're Not Alone is pretty good. Where I do like knowing that Big Time Rush is always there for me because I have Spotify on my phone, so I can take it anywhere I go. I'm never alone without them. Yeah. That's kind of all I got for this song. It's another one of those like, girl, you're so special. I'm gonna treat you right type of songs. I really, I don't have a lot to say about it. It sure is a song, all right. I don't think it's bad. I'm just gonna clarify, like, it sure is a song. I don't think those are absolutely horrible songs. I'm not, that's what Bled is for. Like, that's what Bled is for, not like that. Anyways, um, yeah, going on to Elevate a little higher. Elevate's a fun one because it's recently been getting back into like popular things. My roommate and I have gone to show choir competitions, and I've been to two show choir competitions, and two times I've heard Elevate by two different schools, 2 different years. So I think it's coming back. and I don't know. Elevate's just a fun song. It's also the song in their tours when they were in their prime had the giant trampoline, which became a plot point in season 3 for the behind the state the backstage episode where it's like that was the main conflict is we have to stop the trampoline from like you know collapsing and hurting the guys as they jump on it. It's just like it's such a fun it's a fun little thing. Elevate's fun. It's also at the end of the Big Time movie for some reason. I'm not mad. I'm just like, oh, Elevate's here. They have not played any of their other songs. It's yes, to answer the question, Kelly, it is all about Big Time Rush. It's a Big Time Rush tier list because I have thoughts and opinions on most of the songs. There's some I don't actually have a lot to say on, but then there's some where I just ramble. Elevate is kind of one of those songs. I'm gonna put it in literal perfection. I love Elevate. It's a fun time. like every time Elevate goes on, my mood instantly boosts. But like it skyrockets. Same thing with Windows Down. Fun fact about this song, it is sampled from Blur's song 2, which I did not know until I went to a Brewers game when I was back in my Big Time Rush era, and I heard the Brewers play song 2 when someone hit a home run, and I was like, this is just windows down. And then my mom had to explain to me that this song came first, and I'm like, oh dang. Then I was like, I don't believe you. And I looked it up on Wikipedia and it was true. And everything on Wikipedia is true. As you know. So like, yeah. Windows Down's fun. I've tried playing the song with the windows down, and you know, I it was not a fun experience. I couldn't hear the song. I had to blast it, which I think is the point. And I was getting all this wind in the face. I think a bug flew in my mouth. That wasn't fun. It wasn't a great experience listening to them. Um, with the windows down. Well, windows up though. It's a pretty epic song. I think I don't know if it's perfection. I'm going in Yahoo Yippee for that one. Yeah. Oh yes. My mom reminded me that I tried to see them twice this year when they did their in real life tour, but I tried to go to the Milwaukee show. The Milwaukee show was flooded out. That sucked. I was there for 3 hours. They did not come on stage. It was horrible. And then I tried to go to when they were trying to do their college tour to UW Madison, but they canceled the tour because they kept hurting themselves. And the doctor said literally, hey, you're not allowed to tour until you rest up because you're going to different countries also in 2026. I hope they come back to Wisconsin. They owe me a concert twice over. Sad. I was in the second row for the Madison one too, and I'm like, I was so close, man. So excited. I'm over it now, but at the time I was pretty sad about it. Yeah. Moving on, we have Blow Your Speakers Out. It's a I think I do like this song. I'm trying to remember if I like this song. I'm like, because it's been a while since I've heard like these next two songs. So I'm just like, do I like this song? I don't know if I do. I'm trying to like, I'm like going through the lyrics in my brain, and I'm like, I think in the moment it's nice, but I'm like, eh. I think I'm gonna put, I think I'm gonna lump Blow Your Speakers Out and Epic together, because like, I think Blow Your Speakers Out has gotten a that one has gotten a revival like single. They redid the song, and I think that one's good. But I don't remember how the original goes, so I'm just probably gonna put it in Sure as a Song. I'm putting Epic there too because I don't remember what happens in that one, but I don't think it's bleh. Not bleh. Paralyzed 2011. It's 2011 because they made Paralyze in 2022. Excuse me. They made Paralyze in 2022, which is down here, the bottom of the screen. We'll get to it. But so Paralyze 2011 is their rock song, I guess. It's it's a rock song mainly because um it has like cool guitars in it and drums. Like more drums than usual. So it has like rock elements to it, I guess. I wouldn't consider it a full-on rock song, but it's got rock elements to it. It's fine. I'll put it on for the vibes. That's for sure. I haven't listened to the original in a while, actually. It's mainly just, yeah, vibes. Cool beans. Superstar. This is probably the first Bless song. I don't like this song. Okay, hear me out. I don't like this song that much because I don't like how they sound in the song. I think they sound lethargic. Like, I don't know. I just kind of like end up mocking the song instead of like, just hanging out as well. I'm very much like, this is lethargic to me. I don't like this. And it's very much just. I don't know. I don't like it. It's one of those things where it's like it's hard to explain why I don't like it until I like hear the song again and then I can explain why I hate it. I don't hate it actually. I'd listen to it, but it's bleh to me. Now I'm moving on to the third album. Ooh, we're in case you're wondering, we are currently halfway through the list, so that's cool. We're getting there. That's for sure. Yeah, we are halfway through the list, and yeah, we're at the third album, which is the 24/7 album. Hence why 24/7 is the start. And Yahoo! 24/7 is fun. It's all day, every day is a holiday, and we're alright 24/7. It kind of reminds me of, for some reason, my brain thinks of 7-Eleven, which is not the same thing. Like, it's very much not the same thing at all. We got 24/7. I think it's just cool to hear where it's like, we're all together here as one again, especially after they got back together. That was cool. Yeah. 24/7. I don't know if I'm Yahoo yippieing it though, but I'm definitely putting it on for the vibes. That is definitely where it's going. Like Nobody's Around is also a good song. I like their music video for they go back in time to like the different eras of boy bands. Like they do the Beatles, they do Soul Train, they do NSYNC. I think they do Backstreet. Well, they kind of do the Backstreet reference in Worldwide because they're in all white in at an airport, which is the I Want It That Way video. So that's nice. So I like the setup of the the like Nobody's Around video. I'm not entirely sure about the song. Yeah, the song. Hmm. I'm kind of split on it. I think I'm gonna put it in vibes. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be upset if this is the song someone chooses to put on, but I think there's clearly better songs. So, yeah. Get Up is going in bleh. It scares me in the morning because I have it's mainly because I have my alarms set to a random Big Time Rush song every day. This is a fault on me. This isn't a fault on anyone doing anything. It's just like on me and you know, sometimes it scares me where I'm just like I don't want to get up actually. I'm in the middle of a nice dream. I'm sleeping away in my bed. It's like Saturday. I don't want to get up. And then all of a sudden it screams get up at me and I get mad. It's literally just the selfish reason of scaring me sometimes when I least expect it. And then I get mad and I wake up like, oh, I don't want to get up. And then sometimes I don't because it's Saturday, but like other times I do because I have to get up. Yeah. Song for You is next. I do like Song for You. There's many pretty girls all over what you want, nothing in you. I like that song. Um, Carmen's in this song. She's a R&B artist, I believe, and she has a really cool rap in this song. I think I've memorized the whole rap, which makes me feel awesome. I can just like seamlessly transition into it. I could not do that as a kid. I have learned. I've learned the ways of speaking fast. So I do it's hard to do in one breath though. I've tried doing it in one breath. I struggle a bit. I don't know where she breathes in the song. Song for You is going in Yahoo Yippee. Yahoo Yippee for Song for You. Yay. Run Wild is also a good one. I think James wrote this song actually, if I think about it. And you know, you run wild. There's no turning back. I don't know. I think there's like the only thing that really gets me is like I think either Kendall or Logan has like a weird like cadence of this song where it's like they change like the pitch for some not the pitch. It's like they either go flat or sharp, and I don't know which one it is. And they it's like weird because then they go back to being normal. And I'm just like, why did you do that creative choice? I don't like that. I don't know if it was them trying to harmonize, but it was edited weird or something. I don't know. It trips me up, and I'm just like, huh, you know. But the rest of the song is fine. I'll put it on for the vibes, for surezies. Like, I like the song. I just think that part is weird. That's just me though. Crazy for You is another one of the love songs that they have. They have a lot of these in case you haven't noticed. I think it's fine. I don't necessarily think it's fantastic. I think it's cute. That's for sure. Like if this is a cute little love song between dudes and like if it's between like a boyfriend and a girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever that they decide, it's like I think it's cute, but like as a song itself compared to some of these other ones, I'm like, eh, not a whole lot to say on that. No. Huh. All right, so now we picture this. Picture this is one of those I really liked as a kid, but now that I'm an adult, I don't like it as much. I think it's annoying. It doesn't annoy me, but it just sounds way different than what I thought it sounded like. It's a lot of lists. That's the lyrics to the verses have a lot of listing in them. I don't know why. They just kind of do. um, I think, but like the beat is fun. I still like the beat of the song, and like it's not like super dance heavy, but it's very much like you know you get the little as you dance with it. I think I'm gonna put this in the vibes though. Oh, that's the wrong tier. You're going in vibes. Yeah, like I'm gonna bump if it's on. That's for sure. Confetti falling. Oh my good. I have history with this song. This is the third song I cried to. So it's the third song I cried to because the first time I cried to this song was I was so worked up from no idea that I was like, confetti falling is next because I read the set list ahead of time for some reason. I was just really excited. So I read the set list ahead of time and I was like, confetti falling's coming up. They're going to shoot confetti out of the canyon. Fun fact about the first Big Timer show I went to, we were outside. We were in Chicago. So we were right by Lake Michigan. Fun fact about outside entertainment, you can't shoot biodegradables into Lake Michigan. That is a crime. So to avoid being arrested, they did not shoot confetti, and that made me sad. I was like, no, that's the point of the song. You shoot confetti. Because the confetti has to fall, and then we collect the confetti. They did not do it at Lake Michigan. But when I went to the second one at the Milwaukee Summerfest grounds, they did shoot confetti. I managed to get a single piece of confetti. I was pretty happy about that. I cherished it until, yeah. I was hoping to get more, but, obviously I couldn't. Anyway, also this song is special for me because I got silver in forensics to this song, which is interesting to say because in forensics, if you're unaware, there's a poetry category and songs count as poetry. So basically, I took three love songs from different eras. It was I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles, which is also on this list. I Want It That Way, which Big Numbers took inspiration from. And then I did Confetti Falling for the final, like modern song. Well, modern, I guess, boy band wise. And I took silver at state, and I love that. It's a pretty fond memory. I was proud of that moment. So that's also why it's in literal perfection. I just also love it. I love the vocals. Everyone shines. There's not a dull moment. I also like the atmosphere of them shooting confetti out at the concerts. I like seeing the B-roll footage of that. That makes me happy. Next, we're on to Amazing. Did you know? The song is amazing. Okay, I'm not okay. I'm not Yeah, I do like this song. I'm trying to remember how it goes, but I'm like, I swear I like this song. James also wrote this song. I do remember he wrote this song. He mentioned something about that. And yeah, he wrote the song, and then they performed it. Yeah, words. I can't think of what to say about this song because, like, I know the song, I like the song, but I can't tell you anything else about it. So I think that's why it's going in vibes. Like, I feel like if I can't speak paragraphs upon paragraphs about either it's good or bad, I feel like it's probably just gonna go in vibes. That's what I'm getting at from here. We are. Oh my gosh, we are. Oh my goodness. That song makes me cry. I guess there's four Big Time Rush songs that make me cry. And We Are still makes me cry, even without like, you know, without like seeing them live, it still makes me cry. That's low key a bar. And it makes me cry mainly because it's the final song you hear in the show. Like they just the series finale, they're doing the Kids Choice Awards or Teen Choice Awards or whatever choice awards are going on, and they foil the bad plan that the bad guy had. All the storylines are mostly wrapped up. Everything's good. And then it's Big Time Rush, it's time to perform. And they perform this song. And right before they do it, they say, Kendall's like, "This is my dream. Opportunities like this come once in a lifetime," which is a reference to the premiere of the show. And it hits so hard because they're so passionate about singing this because it's probably the final time that they sang together. Like, for a hot minute, and there's so many emotions with this one. It's going in literal perfection. There's so many emotions. There's so much, like, the lyrics are so inspirational. They're just so good. The vibes are immaculate. I can't. I'm trying not to cry just thinking about it. It's just so good. Oh my gosh, when I graduate, I'm definitely playing this song. You can't stop me. All right, now we're getting into the deluxe version of 24/7, which is we got these five songs were originally not on the album, and basically they came in the deluxe version of the song. And you have Love Me Again. Love Me Again is a very controversial song in the fandom because there's clearly the demo version is so superior in comparison to what we got. Like, there has been like petitions for people in the fandom to be like, "Hey, Big Time Rush, please release Love Me Again demo version, but make it official." I think that'd be peak. And I kind of agree. I've listened to the demo version and it's peak. Like, I'm gonna say. Yeah. But the bass song that we got is fine. I'm putting it in vibes. It's just like we could have had such a good song. It was a little more risque than what they were used to, though, so maybe that's why Nickelodeon really said, "Nuh-uh, change the words," and that's what we got. But now they're not under Nickelodeon anymore. They're not under their brand. They can make whatever they want. So if they really want, they can do that. So yeah, just getting started is a fun song. I really like this one. I It has this fun thing that it has dueling speakers. Which, if you don't know what dueling speakers are, is that sometimes the audio is in only the left speaker, and then sometimes the audio is only in the right speaker. And most of the time, they do like back and forth with each other. This one has James singing. It's like we have Carlos and Kendall singing like the main like O's, or like the harmony, and then in during the chorus, and James is on the one speaker saying, "Trying to count it down, you can count me in." And then the second part is Logan saying, "Try to set it off, so let's begin." You can't hear it at first, but if you really listen, you can. Especially if you have dueling speakers, it's so cool. I'm happy they did that. I like dueling speakers. I think I just like them. So it's going in Yahoo Yippee. I think that was a cool element they had. Mm, yeah. Untouchable. I don't remember this song. I feel so bad saying that, but I don't remember this song. Like, it's we have Untouchable. I think I know part of the chorus is "Our love is just so untouchable," and I'm like, yeah, that's the last like line of the chorus. But again, I can't tell you the rest of the song. So I think it's just gonna go and it sure is a song for that. Excuse me, I had a burp. Lost in Love is fun because Carlos wrote the song for his now wife. So that's really nice. I like thinking about that. Cuz like Carlos really sat down and be like, this song is for my wife, Alexa. And but I don't know if they were married at the time this song was written. I don't think they were. So that makes it extra cute because he was in love and he's lost in love. Jack, not Jack, Jake Miller is a feature on this song. He has a funny line where he wants you to show me the world like Christopher Columbus, which did not age well. I don't think that aged as well. It's kind of funny actually when I hear it because I'm like, dog, no. You can't just say that without someone getting mad because yeah, no, it's not gonna work. Lost in Love is fun. It's going in Yahoo Yippee even with the stupid Christopher Columbus line. The rest of the song is fine. Everything else is good. Nah, nah, nah. I always am torn on this song because I'm like, this song sometimes I hate it. And then there's other times where I'm like, this is peak music. So I really think it just depends on vibes. Like this is going in this depends on vibes. Because, you know, sometimes I'm really in the mood for this song, and then other times I'm like, please any other song but this one. So I think the middle is the perfect place to put it. All right, so we got through all the main albums when they were together the first time around. So we got the regular Big Time Rush album, the Elevate album, and the 24/7 album. We got through all of them. We're all good. Just looking at some of them, I my favorite album is the Elevate album. Some of them are kind of all over the place. Other of them are more like, yeah. The rest of these are going to be fairly short because um they're most of them are just kind of like small compilations. And then we have Another Life in there, but I don't think it's going to take as long as some of the other ones. But yeah, going to the singles between like the announcement of the revival and Another Life, they released a handful of singles to get us hyped because they want to say like, hey, we're making music again. So I'm like, yeah. So they dropped a bunch of singles, and Call It Like I See It was the first one. I distinctly remember where I was. I was in study hall in school, and I was on Instagram. I probably shouldn't have been on Instagram, but I was. And I I look at my Instagram because I was following them at the time, and I saw like, oh, Call It Like I See It out now, and I'm like, what? They're back? And yeah, so I listened to the song in the middle of my study hall, and I was like, oh yeah, they're back. That's for sure. Call It Like I See It's fun. I like their album cover. It's them like dressed in like relaxed vacation garb. They all are wearing sunglasses. I don't know. I think it's kind of silly. I like it. I think it's gonna go on Yahoo Yippee. I like it when it comes on. That's for sure. Not Giving You Up is next. This one had a music video, and that's when I knew they were back because they had a music video. And with them having a music video, it was a very interesting because they were the Love Doctors, and you could text them at the time, be all like, hey, I need love advice from one of the four members. Like they had certain numbers linked to which member had services. Well, like I think one was Kendall, two was Logan, three was James, and four was Carlos, something like that. And you text like the number about whatever problem you were having, and then they would usually give a generated audio response. But it was cool. I don't know. I liked it. I've texted that number a few times. I wouldn't say like for anything crazy. Oh my gosh, hi Alex. Fun fact guys, Alex is in my live streaming class. So say hi to Alex. And yeah. So it's interesting. I and then I go to the song itself and I'm like, it's fine. I think I like the video more than the song. Cuz like the song is fine. I don't hate it, but I'm just like the video is really what gets me cuz they're love doctors and they're trying to help this woman get through a breakup and I'm just like interesting. Do. It's gonna go in vibes. If the video was putting any contention into this, I think it would be up there more. But, if we're just going off of the song, it's vibes. Fall. I like this song. I like this song a lot. First off, shout out to the cover art for the single where it's them in like hyper saturated in gray tones. It's cool. I've recreated it. It's fun. I I really like it. But then like the song itself, I like how it just goes up and then it just gets into it. It feels like you are falling. I guess if that's an easier way to put it. And we are putting this song probably in Yahoo Yippee. Every time it comes on, I get excited. So same thing with Honey. Honey was the one that was like directly after this. Like it was not far off. It was like a week or two later, and I was eating the month of June. Like that's for sure. That I was eating, and so Honey was interesting because I'm like, this is such a mature song. It felt mature at least. That's when I really knew like it felt Fall and Honey is when I'm like, oh, they can be mature now. Yeah. Yeah. No, Alex, this is a big time rush tier list. I should probably emphasize this. This is a big time rush tier list, not a not a My Chemical Romance tier list. But thanks for talking about that. I think that's interesting. I didn't know they had a song called that. I just This is a big time rush tier list. Big fan of them. So yeah, but yeah. Anyway, going back to it. Honey, I think I liked more than Fall though, so I'm just gonna put it like it's in the same like Yahoo Yippee. And so I'd say they're about at the same level for sure. Z's is Fall and Honey. I listen to those. Dede Paya is their first Spanglish song. So fun fact about this, they collabed with a producer, a Grammy-winning producer named Mafio, who is very known in like the Latin like music community that they have. And they were friends with him and they're like, hey, you want to make a song in Spanglish? So they made that. But yeah, the only part that was sang in Spanish was with Mafio singing Dale Pega. And then they went through like the thing. I think they say Dale at some point, but that's about it. Like, Carlos is comfortable singing in Spanish but everyone else is not. And you can tell in the song. I don't like this one. Suave is so much better because this one Suave isn't on here because it came out after Another Life, but Suave, oh, it's peak. It's so like so good because like because also they were more confident singing in Spanish as well as English, so that's why there's more members besides Carlos just singing in Spanish. De La Payal walked so Suave could run, I guess, but it's still gonna go in bleh. I don't really like this song. It's still gonna go in bleh, but very much still gonna be like, yeah, you know, I have to appreciate De La Payal for walking so Suave could sprint to the finish line. For sure. And then we have Paralyzed 2022, which I mentioned Paralyzed 2021. Where did I that was in Put On for the Vibes. And Paralyzed 2022 is so much better. First off, it doesn't feel as forced of a rock song, mainly because it's like not made for the show again, but like you definitely could add more elements to it. And They did. They added more drums, more guitar. They balanced their vocals better. It was good. It took a little bit of time getting used to, but it was still a good song. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. I think it was fun to see live for sure. So I'm gonna put that in Yahoo Yippee. Yes. Sorry that none of the singles entered Literal Perfection. Maybe one day they will, but I don't know. If Suave was on here, maybe Literal Perfection. But now we're at the Another Life album, their most recent album as of this stream. As of 3/26/2026, this is their most recent album that's been fully dropped. And it was June 2nd, 2023 is when it came out. And I was on a retreat with my summer camp I work at, and it was at night, and I was like, Zooey Mama, I gotta listen to this. So I did. I listened to the whole thing. It was like 45 minutes and it was at night, so I'm like, it was fine. I was just like, I had to, I had to do it. So now we're into the Another Life era. Their mature stuff. Well, mature is, well, yeah. And we're not on Nickelodeon anymore. We're real artists. We're here. We're ready. And we're starting with Can't Get Enough. I'm also in the same boat with Na 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 as Can't Get Enough. Sometimes I love this song. Like, sometimes I never, sometimes I really love this song. And then there's other times I'm like, no. I remember watching this video, like, because this came out as a single first. This and Waves came out as a single first. And I was in class and it was free time and and I watched the Can't Get Enough like video. It was just kind of them a montage of them like walking, and that's interesting. And like they looked really snazzy. I think their album for Can't Get Enough is awesome. I can pull up a picture of it actually because I have to. Oh, that's not how you spell. Get enough. Big time. See, look at the peak perfection of their outfit choices here. You're telling me they did not slay? Look at the pastels work so well. I have drawn this on multiple occasions because it's peak and I love it. Like, because I just look at all the pastels. It's like new era, guys. Carlos is blonde now. Kendall has more straggly hair. Her James grew goatee. Logan's vibing, bro. It's a new era. It's peak, and yeah, I for one was excited. The song is okay though. I think yeah, the branding was on point. The song is fine. Yeah. Waves, on the other hand, was a significantly better single. Like when Waves dropped, I'm like, we're so back. That was kind of what I was thinking when Waves dropped because Waves is so good. Because first off, their music video is awesome for that one as well. They're dancing in like black light, and there's like so much psychedelic like lighting going on, and it's cool. And they're in a TV, and it's like but like Waves in general is just the significantly better song. It's going in Yahoo Yippee. Mm, mm. I wouldn't say it's literal perfection. I think it needs a little more time to cook for literal perfection. But Waves is definitely in Yahoo Yippee because I definitely I vibed so hard to that song. It's like crazy to think how hard it was. Mm. I loved it, especially after Can't Get Enough. I think I was also on a Can't Get Enough hate streak at that moment, so when Waves dropped, so that's also why I liked Waves significantly more. It's consistently is ranked as one of the best songs on that album, so I feel justified of liking it more. So that's good. Yeah. I Just Want to Party All the Time is a cover of I think the Lionel Richie song. I think it was a Lionel Richie song. It was someone with It was someone with a really cool sax solo. I don't know if it was Lionel Richie, but it was someone like that. Mm, mm. Hit, hit. So yeah, uh, I think it's I think it's good. Hit. I don't know. I like the sax. I think it's meant to be a club banger. I don't necessarily think it's meant to be more than just a club banger, because I definitely can hear it playing at a club, and yeah, that's about all I got with that one. It's like, yep, it's playing in a club, all right. There's a saxophone. As a saxophone player, I appreciated it, but I think it's a song, all right. Oh, Eddie Murphy was the cover of it. I was not. I thought it was Lionel Richie, but Eddie Murphy does make sense too. So that's cool. Oh, yeah. Huh. Then we got weekends. Like I said earlier, weekends constantly is like, I love this song, I hate this song. That's kind of a trend I'm noticing with this album, is that some of the songs I really love, and then there's other songs, other days, I'm just like, I hate this song. I don't know why specifically this album is the case, where it's just multiple songs are like, I hate this song, but I love this song. But now, I think weekends. Weekends, I think weekends, I'm like, I think it's cool. I like their attempt to like write a more mature song about a woman, basically just ghosting them as well. It's a song about them being like ghosted and like they had like relationship issues. So I'm like, okay, diversity. Not everyone is in love anymore. We had some breakups between the Nickelodeon era and now. So I guess we're getting more songs about that, which is cool. I yeah, so for that, I think Weekends is going in Yahoo Yippee. As much as I like am very iffy on it, I think it is nice to see the change, and I like that they're willing to tackle more mature issues as well. And like I said, when it hits for me at least. Yeah, Work For It's next. Work For It is a very interesting song as well. I don't necessarily know how. I think I do like it now I think about it. Yeah. Like, I like the vibes of it. The chorus is really high energy. I definitely see this like song to work out to, hence the title. I think that's the point, which I'm I'm coming up with these thoughts in real time, if you couldn't tell. But it's just like, yeah, I think I'd put it on for the vibes. Especially if I'm working out or doing something with high energy. That's something I definitely would do. I'd put that on. Forget You Now is my song. That is my favorite song on the album, is Forget You Now. I like the gospel choir that they have in the song. They really hired a gospel choir for this song, and I love that for them. Um, they also have a. I like Kendall gets a high note. Haven't heard that in a while. I was pretty happy when I heard Kendall did the high note. I was like, okay, Kendall, you still got it, and it's fantastic. And I like the interesting like thoughts about this song, because it's clearly like they're in love with this woman, but they kind of see that she's a little toxic. They're like, I don't think we should be like in a relationship, but they can't break away. It's very diverse, for like you can use it in many different interpretations of it, and I think that's more than a lot of these songs. So because a lot of the songs, especially when they were first around, are very like clear cut, where it's like, yeah, I definitely know what this song's about. This one has like mixed messaging, and I'm like, okay, that's different. Also, the gospel choir slays, like I mentioned. It's really good. So, yeah, I think it's going literal perfection. I I really like this song. I love this song. I adore this song. I think it's superb and fantastical and awesome and all the things together. You know, woohoo! Brand new. Um, Brand new. What was I going to say about this one? I had a thought while I was talking, and then I forgot. Okay, it's back. Hang on. I do like this one as well. This one's also like the more mature. It is a more mature song. It's not like I said, more mixed messaging like Forget You Now, but I think Forget You Now stronger if her with the music at least. This one's more of like slow techno-esque pop. So I'm like it's a lot slower in comparison, but it's still really good. The lyrics hit really good. The lyrics are good. That's probably why I like it so much. But I think in a comparison to Forget You Now and Brand New, I think Forget You Now wins. So we're going in Yahoo Yippee. Still good though. Still good. Ask You Tonight is such a good love song. Uh, like it's clearly like you can clearly tell that these guys are now like married or maybe about to be married by the time they were writing this song. It's like they have matured in their view of love. And now that they've had like partners, you can definitely see that in this song. And I think that's beautiful. I do love it. It's going in Yahoo Yippee. I don't think it's perfection with the love song esque angle, but I definitely am just like, I will listen to this song all the time. Yeah. Superstitious. This one's okay. I don't think it's like a song. No, I changed my mind. It is sure a song. I barely remember what happens in that song. I think they say damn at one point, and I'm like, whoa, guys. Joke, but like sometimes it feels like that when like a musician from your childhood that's been clearly making like more clean songs that for most of your entire life and most of their discography, and then they finally drop a swear word. It's like, whoa, excuse me, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a song, all right. I wouldn't say it's a fantastic song, but it's a song. Another Life is such a good song for the return to the band because they basically did have a second life. They low key died, and not low key. I think they died, like band wise at least. They just went on to do separate things, but like they're back and they're mature and it's awesome and I love that. And it's like it's kind of like explaining loosely what they've been doing almost via the lyrics. Kind of like clubbing, falling in love, breaking up, another life. They now have another life. And the song ends perfectly by I read that the Kendall's child's heartbeat because his wife was pregnant at the time of the song being recorded and edited together. So his wife's like the ultrasound of their heart or like whatever the sound version of an ultrasound is. It was like the heartbeat was recorded. So the heartbeat is like fading in the background of like the final like violin ness of the song where it just has this there's a little violin solo at the end of the song and that's what the heartbeat is and it's just so beautiful. It's such like I've missed you so much and it's I think this one's going in perfection. It's just so beautiful. Like I joke a lot about these songs, but I think it definitely does prove like how much I love this band. And I think knowing that they're now making music like that and like they can make such beautiful music and they can still like be awesome while like being here. I think it's really testamental to the time that they had. And yeah, I love that. All right, we're in the home stretch. We have a couple more songs to go. We're almost done, guys. And and we're almost there. We got Shot in the Dark, which has been remade, and it was on the Light Deluxe. I'm sad the Light Deluxe wasn't out by the time this tier list was made, because I definitely have a couple opinions on the songs. And Shot in the Dark, I think, has definitely improved. It was kind of a shame it wasn't included on the first album because it is a pretty good song. And I was like, why didn't they include it? Because, I was confused by that. I'd say it's a Yahoo Yippee. Yeah, definitely. I think I'd put like the original and the remake the same level. I think they're both about the same level because I like the original a lot. So it was cool to see that it came back. The mom song. Okay, context. The mom song was the Mother's Day song in the show, the Mother's Day episode. And for the Mother's Day episode, they had to convince James's mom not to send him back to Minnesota with her. So one of their plans was writing a song about their moms and how awesome moms are. That's kind of the whole song. I think you can find something on YouTube about it, but I'm just like, yeah, like I said, it's a cute song. I wouldn't say it's bad. I feel bad putting it in like it sure is a song or blip, and it's probably where it's going because I don't know many people. Because like when you think of Big Time Rush, your first thought is not the mom song. It's very cute though. I appreciate it. I think it's gonna go in a sure song because I have a heart. I don't think it's bad. Yo, the giant turd song is next. Again, here's some context. So, in the show, the very first episode, they're holding auditions in Minnesota. James really, really, really wants to go to Hollywood. That's kind of his whole thing. He wants to be a pop star. So he and the guys go to this audition. Carlos auditions, fails. Logan auditions, fails. James auditions. He tries his best but ends up failing. Gustavo thinks he sucks. Kendall is pissed about this because Kendall is like hates when people make fun of his friends. So he was so mad that he got up on like the producer table and yelled at Gustavo and came up with this absolute banger called the Giant Turd Song. Right on the spot. That's when Gustavo knew he had an icon on his hands. And he had to snatch the icon before it was too late. So literally like the next scene he was like, "You're going to Hollywood." And Kendall literally said no. He didn't know. So he just really said, "Nuh-uh." The Giant Turd song goes as follow. Oh, you're such a turd. Oh, yeah, giant turd. And you look like a turd and you smell like a turd. That is the whole song. James is a really impressive high note at the end of the first episode, and I'm like, it's a little much for the giant turd song, but okay. I think the giant turd song's going in play. I think it's funny, but like as a song, it's fun. It's a fun song for fans, but if you don't know the context and you haven't seen the show, it's like, why do they have a song like this? That's the only reason it's in play. Now we're into the cover section. We have the entire. So Big Time Rush made a movie called The Big Time Movie. It is beautiful. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite movies. It's really funny because they go to they go to London for their world tour and they accidentally get caught in a spy espionage. Oops. you know so while they're in London, they end up singing a bunch of Beatles songs while they're there and making Beatles references. So basically, we have a few songs that are covered from the Beatles, you know. So A Hard Day's Night is first. This is at the very end of the movie when they get to their concert, they save the world, all that. So that's how they open their London show. Is it's a hard day's night. And I'm gonna be real. When I was a kid, I had two introductions to the Beatles. My music teacher, Miss Hine, who had Beatles Week when we were in school, and this movie. Those were my introductions to the Beatles, which I think is kind of funny looking back at that. I wasn't naturally introduced to them like a lot of the other songs I know from before my time. It was literally like we learned about it in music class because we watched the Beatles movies. And then we then I watched this movie and I'm like, oh, that's the Beatles. It's a little silly, you gotta admit. Going back to Hard Day's Night, I like it. I think it's going in Yahoo Yippee. I don't think any of the covers are going in perfection because the Beatles did it first, I guess. It's kind of hard to top them. But Yahoo Yippee, I think Hard Day's Night goes in. Revolution. I did not know this was an anti-war song when I first heard it in this movie. Cuz like in context, they're going to storm the castle to stop the bad guy. So it's like, oh, it's like a revolution. They're storming the castle. They're gonna save the day. So it's like, okay, they're just fighting. It's a fighting song. I didn't know it was an anti-Vietnam song when I first heard it. It wasn't until much later in my life where I was like doing research on anti-war songs and I saw this song pop up and I'm like, "What? This song?" And then I looked at the lyrics closer and I'm like, "Yeah, no, that checks. It's an anti-war song." I really should have gotten that, but I did not. Revolution's interesting. I think it's vibes though. I think the it's a lot more upbeat than the Beatles version of the song, mainly because it was meant in a different context. They didn't really sing the lyrics like it was an anti war song. They just kind of, they were storming the castle. So obviously they had to make it a little more upbeat. Yeah, there's Help. Help is the beginning of the movie where it's Carlos's dream. Him. So, yeah. Um, they storm the castle at the climax of the movie where it's when they're going to rescue Katie from the evil moon guy, Atticus Moon, which is a fun name. I really should just talk about the big time movie on one of these. I think it'd be really interesting to like live stream me reacting to it again. Fun times. Anyway, going back to Help. Help is like the beginning of the Help is the beginning of the movie with Carlos's dream sequence when they're spies officially in his dream and they sing Help because a Beatles song is in it because they're going to London. That's when I knew this movie was going to be goofy, is when I saw that they were using Beatles songs, and I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. I like this song though. I'd probably put it on for the vibes. Yeah. Can't Buy Me Love is fun. It kind of got screwed over in the movie because it's in the movie for like 10 seconds and then it stops being in the movie. And I got really mad when I found that out because I like their rendition of this song. It's really fun. And I'm just like, no, they really said nuh-uh for that one. So listening to it in full is great. In the movie, it's not. So it's going right next to Hard Day's Night with Can't Buy Me Love. Yeah. We Can Work It Out is interesting because they go meta. They realize they've been singing Beatles songs this whole time. They realize that Carlos's dream is actually true. And it's like, what about the Beatles song? And then they transition into this one and they look so shocked and afraid. It's kind of funny. They're like, what the heck? Why are we in a Beatles song now? Yeah, this is when they're going through the park of the movie, I believe. They're trying to get to like the meeting location of the bad guy. And so, having the whole thing is like we can work it out. I do think like some of these decisions were I think these decisions were good for most of them. Cause like, yeah. No. Looking at this, I think the decisions were like good. So that's nice. Awesome. We Can Work It Out is also going in vibes. And then there's I Want to Hold Your Hand. This one's actually not in the movie. They just wanted to cut. I think they needed 6 for an EP, so they picked this one because they had 5 in the movie, but they didn't cover it in the movie. It was only on the EP. It was like a little bonus feature, I guess. I like this song. Like I said earlier, this was one of the songs I took silver in forensics with, so it has a little special place in my heart. So it's going right up with Yahoo Yippee. Yeah. All right, guys. We're almost there. You can almost stop listening to me yet if you're still here. Congrats. Thanks for being here. If you're still here, really appreciate it. Um, yeah, so we have All I Want for Christmas Is You, a cover of the Mariah Carey hit. And I think it's a good cover. I'm gonna be real. I like the cover of the song. It's fun. I, I don't know. Also, Miranda Cosgrove of iCarly fame is also in this song. I don't like her on this song. I specifically like the version of just the four of them and not with Miranda Cosgrove. But for some reason, I don't know. They, I don't get me wrong, love Miranda Cosgrove. I just don't like her on this song. And we have All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey's hit song. It's Christmas nightmare to some people. I like to torture for people with this specific rendition, especially at camp in Christmas in July. I'm like, I'm not playing the normal one. I am playing the silly. I'm playing the silly one, which is the Big Time Rush version. Yeah. It's obviously not as good as like any of their songs, you know, but I wouldn't necessarily. I think I'm also gonna put that in Yippee Yahoo because I do get fun times. Yeah. I think like I'm gonna have this one's a Christmas classic. And then our last and final song. We did it, guys. We're almost there. We have Beautiful Christmas. Beautiful Christmas is peaked. I think this is their original Christmas song. And I love it. It's going in Yahoo Yippee. It's a fun Christmas song. Yeah, and that's the tier list, guys. Oh my word. I didn't realize how long this was going to take. I thought this would go by fast. Did not. I had a lot to say, apparently. And so, yeah, we have the tier list. We have Literal Perfection, which is Big Time Rush, Worldwide, CoverGirl, Invisible, Elevate, Confetti Falling, We Are, Forget You Now, In Another Life. Then we have Yahoo Yippee, which is Till I Forget About You, Stuck, The City Is Ours, Halfway There, Big Night, Count on You, Show Me, All Over Again, No Idea, Love Me, Time of Our Life, Windows Down, Song for You, Just Getting Started, Lost in Love, Call Like I See It, Fall, Honey, Paralyzed, 2022, Waves, Weekends, Brand New, Ask You Tonight, Shot in the Dark, A Hard Day's Night, Can't Buy Me Love, I Want to Hold Your Hand, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and Beautiful Christmas. Then we have Put It On for the Vibes. We have I Know You Know, Any Kind of Guy, Boyfriend, Oh Yeah, Music Sounds Better, If I Ruled the World, Paralyzed 2011, 24/7, Like Nobody's Around, Run Wild, Picture This, Amazing, Love Me Again, Na Na Na, Not Giving You Up, Can't Get Enough, Work For It, Revolution, Help, and We Can Work It Out. Then we got It Sure Is a Song, which is famous. This Is Our Someday, Nothing Even Matters, You're Not Alone, Blow Your Speakers, Epic, Crazy for You, Untouchable, I Just Want to Party All the Time, Superstitious, and the Mom Song. And then we have Bleh, which is Superstar, Get Up, Da Da Ba Ya, and the Giant Turd Song. Yay, we did it! Well, I did it. You just kind of watched me do it. It was a fun time coming in to the stream. The stream didn't go exactly as I planned it, but that's okay. I still had fun. I had a backup plan, which is good. Hopefully, I can get my capture card to work and I can actually stream games. That'd be cool. But I liked that we had this. We had this while we were here. And so yeah, there's that. And it's great. I'm happy about that. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. I hope everyone has a great day. Or I guess a night at this point. It's currently 8:48 Central Time, so like it's dark outside. So yeah, I hope everyone is gonna have a great time. Yeah, Yahoo Yippee indeed. I love that. It's fun. Thank you, thank you. I think I will have better luck next week with it, hopefully. Thank you, thank you. I thank you for all the love and support. I appreciate it. Yay! I'm so happy. All right, I'm gonna end the stream now. So if you guys wanna just go somewhere else, that'd be cool. But I'm gonna end the stream and It's going to be great. And I hope everyone has a good night. And I hope everyone has a good rest of your week, good weekend, all the positive vibes coming forward. If you're bored, listen to Big Time Rush's entire discography. It's facts. So, yeah. Good night, everyone. Have a great time. Yahoo!